Hi guys, hi. So welcome back. Welcome back to a new live trading session by Geotus. Guys, good morning and I hope everybody is doing great. Hi there. Let's start to this session, guys. Let's see what's going on with the market. First of all, we would like to check Ethereum and would like to see what has happened since yesterday. So Ethereum, as you can see, Ethereum almost touched $1,900, right? And since then the market has seemingly turned sideways, right? So so after creating a low of $1,900, the market has now come back to 1960, 1970, and now it is consolidating, right? In the same way, if you see BTC, so BTC has also created a low of around 65,700. So now the markets are slightly sideways. It has not moved since yesterday. It has been in the same range, same 200 to 300 point range, and there is no as such momentum which can be seen now, right? Even even Solana is also kind of consolidating around the same zone. So Solana did make a low of around $78, but has not moved below that, right? So if you check the total crypto market cap, which is giving you an overall idea of what's going on in the market, so clearly the markets are sideways. It is not having any sort of momentum. There is a good chance that if the market starts to break the low, so the low is around 66,200. So if BTC breaks 66,000 zone, then we might see the momentum coming back again, right? So if you just see what's been going on with the market, so this is, I mean, since yesterday till today, this last 24 hours, I think, have been the most sideways phase in the entire crypto market since a pretty good time, since we had a trending market since the last 2 weeks. So let's see whether at the European opening we will get a breakdown of this zone, and we'll see a sharp fall or a sharp recovery, whatever it is, right? Or maybe after the US Open, we can have something like that, right? All right. So let's have a look at a few other coins. First of all, Hyperliquid. So as you can see, Hyperliquid has seemingly recovered. So yesterday it hit almost 28.3, 28.4 mark, right? And we have been discussing Hyperliquid since a pretty long time. So since the last 2 3 weeks, we have been discussing Hyperliquid on a regular basis, and yesterday Hyperliquid almost touched $28.3, and now it has recovered back to 30.3, and it is in the same range. So the support happens to be around this zone, so 28.4 to 28.5. This is the support zone, and high chances that the market will actually hold to this level, right? If we gain the momentum back and the market starts to head towards 34 $35, then we can do some long positions again and try for a and try for an upside movement capture, right? So that's what I expect from Hyperliquid, right? Now let's analyze the large caps one by one. Okay, so we'll obviously start with BTC. So BTC on the daily time frame, as you can see, BTC is at $67,000, right? And the major low this time, I mean, created last time was around $60,000, right? On a closing basis, the market made a low of 63,000. So the market did recover from 63,000 till around 72. And now from 72, the market has come back. I mean, the price has come back to $67,000. Now, most importantly, if the price breaks yesterday's low, and yesterday's low is around 66,670. So if yesterday's low is broken, you can expect the momentum to come back again on the downward direction and ultimately lead the prices to a new low. That's one. Right. Now let's analyze Ethereum. So Ethereum, on the other hand, Ethereum has a slightly bullish candle on the daily time frame. So the meaning of this is Ethereum is slightly outperforming as compared to BTC. And this can be understood from Ethereum dominance also. So what is happening? Ethereum is slightly outperforming. Ethereum is slightly stronger as compared to BTC. That's why it is positive. Even though price action wise, this is also properly sideways. Okay. So again, the same thing. If the price breaks yesterday's low, or at least starts coming below, then we can see a good fall here also. Let's now come to Solana. So Solana is closer to the price low. I mean low as in, wait a second, I put up the wrong chart. Huh? So the last major low in terms of candle closing, which is happening to be around $78. So Solana is close to that level. Almost touched the closing basis low yesterday, and now I mean today it is slightly upwards. Okay, so same scenario with Solana, Ethereum, and BTC more or less. It's just that BTC on the daily is a little more weak for today, and Solana and Ethereum are positive at least. Okay, but even though if we check by price action, so it is absolutely fine, right? Now let's come to BNB. So yesterday we did share a trade on BNB, and we said if BNB breaks $600, right, $600 mark, then there is a high chance BNB can come to 580 around. So 580 to nahi aaya, but it came to 587, which is a massive fall, right? So 600 to 587 is almost 2.5%. And I believe if you have captured this, then you should be sitting with good profit. Okay, this was a nice sweet movement that happened on BNB, and then the market again came back up. So BNB on a higher time frame basis, it has almost, I mean, it has corrected by a huge margin. Unless and until the market could have recovered, BNB would have suffered badly. So if you check the daily time frame, so BNB yesterday created a low which is almost towards almost near 587, and from there the market slightly recovered, right? So BNB also is today on a positive note. So let's see what happens here. The same way, let's also look at XRP. So XRP has this time fallen a little less because last time the fall was dreadful. Okay, it was absolutely massive. So XRP is also having a similar price action, nothing to talk extra about it, right? So what we can obviously understand is the large caps are, you know, more or less doing the same thing. I mean, operating the same way. Now, would obviously love to see how the mid caps work. So for that, I'm thinking to open LTC, and you can see already I think the mid caps are slightly on the positive side because everything is seemingly going up. So near is kind recovering, LTC is recovering, Tensor Tau, this is also recovering, ZEC, right? Zcash. Zcash again, it has recovered pretty nicely yesterday. I mean, from the low, after hitting the low, Zcash did recover nicely, pretty nicely. So Zcash is also trading at a pretty good support, right? So good chance that Zcash can actually start going upwards, right? So another thing that we have is XMR. Okay, so XMR. Let's have a look at XMR also. So XMR has also created a low of around $290, right? And from there, it has now come back to 343. Already, the price action is very volatile, so can't really say a lot about this. But nonetheless, do keep an eye on this. I believe this is a good coin to hold. Polygon USDT, as you can see, Polygon has hit a new low. So obviously, Polygon is not so strong. Polygon is looking quite weak, right? Hyperliquid, as you can see, today on a daily basis, it is up by 3.3%, and uh, there is a good chance it can head towards 32.7. Okay. All right. So that is done for Hyperliquid. Let's now have a look at meme coins also. So meme coins like Pepe, like Doge, right, these have absolutely, got crushed by the market. Now, if you see Dogecoin, so Dogecoin is down from its all-time high by nearly 88%, which is, I mean, a big downfall, right? And if you see the market now, right now trades at a support, right, at a massive support. I mean, you can see here. So Doge might be at a good zone for buying, but the market is not at all favoring it, right? So that is the major problem with Doge, right? If you see Pepe, so Pepe also has the same story. So from all-time high, Pepe is down by 88%, right? So what we can obviously understand from here is the meme coin segment has got crushed, okay, by the falling market, by the corrective market. And if you see something like Brett, so just have a look how big of a fall you can see here. It is down by 97%. Brett USDT. It was one of the trending coins of last year, right? So totally dead this time. Okay, there is another coin, meme USDT. Have a look at this. So from the all-time high, it is down by 99%. Okay. So these coins have lost everything in terms of their market capitalization. They have lost everything in terms of their price action. So again, this is a matter of fact, guys. If the markets don't do great, if the markets don't do well for the meme coins, they can get crushed. And I'm sure those who are were holding these coins in the spot market also, they must be in a big loss. But again, this leads us to one very good conclusion, that is, if you are investing into crypto, right, invest into the large caps or the coins having good products, right, or at least the booming sectors. but do not place your money in meme coins. If you really want to place your money in meme coins, then play trades over there, right? So do something like buy on dip or momentum capturing on futures, right? And exit the trades. Do not hold them, because memes are a very bad segment in terms of long term returns. And secondly, memes will not move until and unless the markets are crazy bullish. So for that crazy bullish market to come, it takes a lot of time, and this happens only once or twice a year. And within that phase, if there is room for the memes to go up, then they will. Otherwise, they won't. Okay. What are the top coins to invest? Not BTC, Ethereum, Sol. Okay. So I can tell you. So first is, I believe, for the safer side, right? So Ethereum, right? Then we have Sol. Then we have BTC. Okay. Then we have XRP also. These are the safer coins. Okay. Now coming to those which are slightly riskier but can give good returns. One is Hype, one is ZEC, all right. One is XMR. Okay. There's three coins. One of it is a DEX perpetual industry, belongs to the DEX perpetuals industry, and the other two belongs to the privacy industry, right? So privacy coins. Okay. And we also happen to have another coin which is called as Pipen. So I can show you. It has already rallied by a huge amount. So I don't know how much returns we can get from here, but this is also one of the top performing coins of the year. Right. So these are the investments that I mean usually prefer. All right. So you can also do some on Polygon, because that is power exchange to look at. Hopefully this is clear. Any doubts, guys? If you guys have got any doubts, please share in the chat. Go ahead. Those who got some doubts, those who want to ask something, right? Okay. So now let's look for a trade setup. Okay. So ideally, I'm eyeing on maybe. I mean, as of now, the markets obviously don't have a trade setup, but let's try to figure out. Okay. So we can go for Ethereum. So right now, the markets might be on a reversal phase. I mean, it has taken a pause. So I'm expecting the markets to bottom out, right? So we can start buying in small quantities, right? Just to check if the markets can actually go up from here or not. So for that, I can do a long setup on Ethereum. So for that, I'll share. So something like ATH USDT, okay, long entry can be your 1960. Okay, wait a second. To 1970. TP can be 2050, and SL can be around 1870, right? So this is the kind of setup I am looking forward to taking, right? So not uh, advice. Okay. So I'll share the trade on the platform so that you are able to check it, right? So Ethereum, USDT long, and the entry is 1960 to 1970. TP is 2050. The stop loss is 20. No, 1870. Okay. So I also share the trade on the community, guys. Okay, just for you to have a uh, better idea. So mm, so I've shared this. All right. Hope that works. So this is the overall scenario with the market. So not a lot of things to cover, but again, this is how it works. Uh, the market has turned sideways after lots of fall, and now there can be a small recovery towards maybe a percentage of 3 to 4. That's it. And post that, we'll have to see how the market again turns, right? So that's all about it, guys. I mean, that's what I wanted to share. And I think if you have taken along, then you should see some profits already because the markets have given a move right now. Okay. So let's see whether the markets turn bullish from here and head upwards and make us some good gains, right? So with that said, thank you so much, guys. Hopefully the session was fruitful, and please let me know if you have any sort of doubts or something. We can obviously talk about this, right? Yeah. So guys, you can also see there is a feedback form link being shared in the chat, so you can give your feedback for the session on this. And if you like my analysis, if you like my setups, then obviously let us know, and also give us the suggestions on what we can improve on. Okay. So with that said, thank you so much, guys, for attending. See you all tomorrow at 11:30. Goodbye.